We have penerjemah, what we call it.
Translator.
Yeah, translator. Yeah, Rugaya will be your translator today.
Hello.
Hello.
Oke, baik, kita buka dulu ya semuanya. Insya Allah, mudah-mudahan hari ini kita akan mendapatkan banyak ilmu yang bermanfaat dari Kak Sidra ya. Udah jauh-jauh datang dari Australia ya untuk berbagi ilmu dengan kita. Mungkin langsung aja ya dibuka oleh Kak Rugaya. Silakan, Kak Gaya.
Oke, mari kita buka acara hari ini dengan baca basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim dan surat Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. So, welcome to Miss Sidra. Is it Miss or Mrs.? Are you married yet or still single?
Single.
Okay. So thank you so much, Miss Sidra. We really appreciate your time. So without no further ado, please go ahead. The time is yours.
Can I share screen?
Let me make you host so you can do it. Okay, try it now.
Okay. I think. Yeah. Can everyone see it?
Yes, I can see it. Ibu-ibu, kita interaktif aja ya. Miss Sidra tanya bisa dilihat nggak screen sharingnya? Kelihatan? Oke. Miss, Ibu nodding, so I think they can see it. Go ahead.
Okay. So today I'm gonna be teaching, I spelled it wrong, but it's English phonics, not phonetics. So I'm gonna just talk about the short vowels in English, not the long vowels. There are two different types. So longer vowels are more complicated. Two different letters combined, which creates a long vowel, and then one letter is tend to be a short vowel.
Okay, let me just translate that first. Di sini Miss Sidra menyatakan bahwa dia akan mengajarkan tentang short vowels. Short vowels itu kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia A, I, U, E, O. Short vowels itu artinya seperti cat, leg, sit, yang dalam pengucapannya itu cuman pendek aja. Okay, go ahead.
So first I'm going to explain what phonics are. So phonics are sounds that are used in English that help you distinguish a word from another word. Also, they make sounds for individual letters or letter groups. For instance, C does not make a S sound, but can also make a K sound depending on the word. And also it helps you separate different sounds for each other. So if you are trying to say a word, you could use phonics to sound it out.
Oke, di sini Miss Sidra menyatakan bahwa phonics digunakan untuk membedakan antara satu kata dengan kata yang lain. Dia memberi contoh huruf C. Huruf C ini dalam pengucapannya itu bukan C lagi melainkan K. Jadi fonik ini sebenarnya kita mempelajari cara pengucapan, bukan asal abjadnya.
So summarizing, there are around about 44 sounds in English. This is just a little summary of your short vowels, your long vowels, vowels that sound different with an R sound, and then when it says 5 other vowels, those are the more complicated vowels. I won't address those, but I'm just gonna address the top part. But yes, that's like a key of how, I guess, how to speak English. It's like a key of all the sounds.
Oke, di sini ada ada 20 vowels, tapi dia nggak akan mengajarkan semuanya, hanya beberapa saja yang akan diajarkan, uh, karena terlalu rumit kalau diajarkan semua, jadi hanya beberapa saja yang akan diterangkan saat ini.
Okay, so what is a short vowel? So a short vowel is any word that doesn't allow the vowel within it to generate the vowel's long sound. So as you can see in the beginning, it tends to be just one letter sound. So like a, e, o, something like that. So yeah.
Oke, short vowel adalah yang termasuk dalam short vowel adalah ketika kata-kata itu pendek seperti a, i, u, seperti dalam cat. Cat itu ada huruf a dan a-nya ini pendek kan, cat, seperti itu.
So this is just like a few key, just a summary of kind of what I said in that before. So also, it also depends on the spelling of the word. I'm not going to go into that, but just pronouncing the 6 key vowels is like the, I guess, basis of English. I know that it's a bit different than in Indonesian, so we'll go over that in the next couple slides of like the actual sounds.
Oke, ini adalah summary, kesimpulan dari apa yang sudah diterangkan tadi, bahwa short vowels dalam kata itu ada 6 key, dan ya di sini ini hanya kesimpulannya dari yang tadi sudah dijelaskan.
So the first one is the ah sound. So in words like bat, map, so it's like ah. So in summary, you would like push the tongue forward and you kind of pronounce like a short sound. So like in general, short vowels are like really short. They're not like elongated, like if you've heard like E or A, something like that. And you tend to use the tip of the tongue that touches like the bottom front of your teeth. And then you kind of like round your tongue upwards. So it's like ah. Hopefully that makes sense.
Oke, di sini adalah short vowel dari a, sekalipun abjadnya adalah a. Tapi ketika kita mengajarkan dalam short vowel, maka yang kita ajarkan adalah pengucapannya. Contohnya adalah bat and map. Dalam mengucapkannya, lidah kita ditaruh di bagian bawah sehingga menimbulkan suara seperti itu.
Okay, the next one is the E sound. So you pronounce as like eh. So like not eh. Yeah, so like gem. So like kind of like an eh sound. So it's like a tend to be like a relaxed vowel. So like ben, bed, and you tend to move your mouth backwards instead of like forwards. So like the side of your mouth tend to go like inwards a bit. So like men and then like leg. So you tend to pull your mouth backwards and like your lips and your jaw tends to be more like relaxed.
Oke, selanjutnya adalah short vowel dari Cara pengucapannya seperti yang tadi Miss Sidra katakan, mulutnya relax dan ditarik ke belakang sehingga menimbulkan suara
Which that's a good So the next one is the short I sound. So an example is like bin, bid, and so in this sense, the lips are more relaxed, and the also the tongue is more relaxed. So it's like an E sound, like fit, gin, hip, and your lip tends to go down, but the top one tends to stay straight. So it's so it's like Finn, his, kid, and then your tongue touches the roof of the mouth. So that's how you pronounce like the word, the sound, sorry.
Oke, selanjutnya adalah vowel sound dari ih. Contohnya adalah dim dan fib. Cara pengucapannya lidahnya dibawa ke atas. Seperti kita mengucapkan bin, bid, big. Maka di sini dijelaskan short vowel dari ucapan ih.
Hi, Yangti. All right, the next one is a short O sound. So it's also another quick sound. So it's like O. You basically make sure your lips are like circular. So we can take one example, mop. So it's o p. So mop. And another example is like hot. So basically, if something is hot, it's I don't know translation, but h o t. Make sure your lips are circular. That's like the key point for the sound O in English.
Oke. Selanjutnya adalah short vowel dari O. Cara pengucapannya dibuat bibirnya seperti memutar, seperti bola. Jadi yang keluar adalah O. Contohnya di sini yang digunakan adalah con dan nod. Maka cara pengucapannya adalah keh, oh, nah, dan nah, oh, deh. Seperti itu.
The next one is an U sound. So it's U in English, but you pronounce it as U. So like not U, sorry. You pronounce it as an sound, which is contrary to like what you would think it would sound. So like an example is hug. So h-a-g. It's different to the sound. It's like a sound. So like mug, so g. You keep your mouth open and you pronounce it more back than more like forward.
So probably same as like a, and
So-
you can say in English.
So it's similar to Indonesian a sound, if that can help a bit.
Oke, di sini vowelnya adalah huruf U, tapi cara pengucapannya bukan U, cara pengucapannya adalah A. Contohnya adalah bus dan ham, maka pengucapannya menjadi beh, a, seh. Jadi short vowel U pengucapannya adalah menjadi A, bukan U lagi.
I'm gonna talk about like the last one, which I didn't make a slide on it, but it's U sound. So in English, you have the U letter can pronounce two different sounds. So as we have learned, it's like an sound, but it can also be an U sound. So like put, an example, or like put and in that on the bottom of the slide, and then two O's makes also an U sound. So an example like book or foot is an example of like two O's. So like F-O-O-T, it's an U sound, same as U. So to differentiate it, I'm not too sure, but that's another thing to take note of when you are trying to like sound on English. They're both short vowels, but they pronounce a different sound.
So O double O also short vowels. It's not long
Yes.
vowels.
No,
Oh, okay.
because it pronounces the same sound as U, like the other U, so it's like an oo sound. That's why it's still considered a short. Long vowels is like A-Y-E-E-E-A, and like even with like O-W-U-E.
Oke, let me translate it first. Jadi menurut Miss Sidra dalam mempelajari bahasa Inggris lebih mudah kalau kita menggunakan short vowel dan long vowel, di mana mereka sangat memperhatikan bagaimana soundnya, bagaimana vowels itu vokal. Iya kak, vowels itu vokal, tapi mereka tuh lebih konsentrasi dari penyebutannya, bukan dari hurufnya. Kalau hurufnya U, itu penyebutannya jadi A. Lalu ada lagi tadi contoh dari Miss Sidra, double O, OO, itu penyebutannya adalah U. Jadi ketika kita belajar fonik ini ternyata mereka konsentrasinya itu dalam penyebutan bukan dari hurufnya.
Basically.
So kind of adding on to all the vowels, I thought I'll explain a little bit about the consonants. So vowels are, as we have seen, you have like a, e, o, u. So a, e, I, o, u, your 5 main vowels. The rest of the alphabet are consonants, and consonants don't change the sound. Unlike a vowel, as we have learned here, depending on the placement of it. So an example is this chart. So you have like, if you look at the long vowels, you have 2 letters next to each other. They pronounce a sound. But unlike consonants, where regardless of the placement, you still kind of pronounce it the way it is. And I'll like explain that a little bit more.
Oke, Miss Sidra mengajarkan sedikit tentang konsonan. Kebalikan dari vokal, konsonan ini tidak begitu tidak begitu besar efeknya dalam kata-kata dalam bahasa Inggris. Karena itu Miss Sidra di sini berkonsentrasi dalam penyebutan vokal.
So first one, let's take the first example we did, what was the sound. So let's take bat. So it's b. So the letter B makes a b sound. So b, a, t. And T, so the last letter, it's like in the quotation marks. So b, a, t. So b and then t are 2 consonants. So whichever word you see, so an example is like tap, it would always be t, a, p, t, a, p, which is just trying to explain the consonant.
Oke. Di sini Miss Sidra memberi contoh mengenai perbedaan konsonan dan vokal. Contohnya adalah bat, beh, ah, teh. Seperti itu mereka mempelajarinya. Jadi beh, ah, teh. B dan T itu adalah konsonan dan mereka tidak terlalu berefek dalam kata bahasa Inggris. Sedangkan vokal itu efeknya lebih besar. Seperti itu. Miss Sidra, I just want to know, Do you want to be more interactive? Maybe you want to ask the participant to try to spell.
Yeah, that'll be great because that's the only slides I have. If anybody wants to try and sound anything out, I could try and correct it. If they have any questions too, about anything that I've done, that'll be great.
Oke, ibu-ibu di sini Miss Sidra memberi kesempatan buat siapa aja yang mau open mic. Nanti akan dibetulkan cara pengucapannya. Mungkin Ibu Ida, Kak Vivi kayaknya ada salsa ya. Salsa mau nyoba?
Salsa. Salsa, do you want to try to spell some English?
Try what?
English what? Yeah. English vowel.
Try what?
Hi
Like,
Salsa, how are you?
Great.
Wow.
sorry, we are in the bar now.
She's so cute.
Do you want to try to spell?
Do you want to try to spell?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oke, mungkin Ibu Nuning, Ibu Ida, Ibu Eka silahkan. Karena kalau nggak dicoba ini agak-agak susah nih teorinya aja. Saya rasa saya juga takutnya ada salah-salah gimana-gimana. Coba deh Bu Nuning atau Bu Ida atau Bu Eka coba praktis. Ada yang mau open mic?
Saya mau coba, Mam, enggak ya?
Boleh. Silahkan mau
Just,
pilih kata
read
apa?
each word or every word?
Coba satu dulu deh. Pilihnya yang mana?
Dari ini ya. Act.
Oke. Miss Sidra, Miss Indah over here want to try to spell act. A-C-T. Silahkan Ibu Indah.
Act.
Untuk spellingnya
Berdasarkan fonik atau huruf?
berdasarkan fonik dong.
A, S, T.
It's K.
And it's not A.
It's A.
K. A,
K,
A.
T.
K, T.
Act.
Act.
Yeah.
Act.
I don't know how to with like T, B, these are they're called plosives. So you pronounce air. So T, if you have to have air at the end. So B, P, T. These three, an example is plosives. You have to make sure there's air that comes out when you pronounce it, which makes it clearer. So like A, K, T. You do say act, which sometimes isn't really like the sound, but the sound is A. So it's A, K, T. Act. Do you want to try again?
Act. A, K, T.
Is it the?
Wow, Ibu Indah suaranya udah kayak British nih. Aksen-aksennya. Probably cap. Ibu Indah mau coba kata selanjutnya?
Aku lagi.
Boleh pilih ask atau cap atau bat.
Cap. K, A, P.
Okay, Miss Sidra, she tried to spell cap, C-A-P. Is that correct?
In phonics, it'll be K, A, P.
K, A, P.
Yeah,
Cap.
so yeah. When you want to say phonics, you don't say A because that's the letter A, but it's an A sound, so K, A, P, cap. If that makes sense.
Oke, Ibu Indah bisa coba sekali lagi. Jadi pengucapan A-nya tadi belum tepat. Bukan A tapi ah. Jadi soundnya itu
ya.
adalah ah.
Ya. Cap. K, A, P.
Yes.
Oke. Mau coba yang terakhir? Kita kasih kesempatan 3 kata, 1 orang.
Saya mau coba tapi izin tutup kamera.
Boleh. Silakan Bu Eka.
Iya. Yang mana ya?
Boleh pilih atau mau coba kata lain juga nggak apa-apa.
Yang ask.
Oh, ask, A-S-K. Miss Sidra, Bu Eka want to try ask, A-S-K.
Ask.
It's not so, it's s.
Okay.
Yeah, like a snake. So like a s sound. You don't say s, say s.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, that's right.
Thank you.
Oke, mau coba kata lain? Silahkan.
Dab. D-A-B.
Bad ya, B-A-D. Oke, Miss Sidra, she want to
Dab.
try bad, B-A-D.
Bad?
Bad, ya.
Or bad. Dab.
Like a bad person or like you sleep in bed? Which one was it?
Like a bad person.
So it's b, a, d.
B-A-D. B-A-D. Bed. Bad.
So how do I explain it? That one is a bit hard because as I said, it's bad. But yeah, like a bad person, but it doesn't follow the phonics of English, which is why English sometimes can be confusing because even though I'm telling you that it's an ah sound, doesn't mean that it will always be an ah sound. So like an example, like my mom's saying, an example, car, we all know car, like driving car. It doesn't follow the ah sound. So it's car, like
The R is only, it has its own vowels.
So in that way, it's bad. Like you kind of have to know that it's the word bad.
B.
B. Bat, like the swinging bat. That one follows this sound, but bad. If you can hear the difference, bad, bat.
Bad.
Bad, bat.
Bad. Bat.
Bat. Yes.
Ternyata susah.
That's why. It's my fault.
Coba yang lain aja. Coba kata yang lain aja ya.
Boleh. Mau kata apa selanjutnya?
Leg. E-L-A-G. Leg.
Lag.
Like.
L-A-G ya?
Ya.
Oh, oke. Miss Sidra, she want to try lag. L-A-G.
Okay.
Like, leg, leg, l, a, g.
Yeah, that's right. L-A-G.
L, O, A, G.
Your tongue touching like the roof of your mouth.
L, O, A,
G. It comes from here.
G. L,
G.
A, G. G.
Lag.
Leg.
And then your leg, your like body part, that one your mouth goes back. So g, leg.
Leg.
Hmm.
Leg.
Lag, leg.
Leg. Leg.
Leg.
Leg.
Yeah.
Leg.
Oke, terima kasih Bu Eka. Mau coba lagi?
Udah dulu, makasih.
Saya masuk ke pertanyaan dulu ya. Miss Sidra, while waiting for your next slide, there is question. How to explain the phonics to primary student in the simple way? Is there any song or another?
So for primary kids, if you're teaching like young kids, there's a lot of songs on like YouTube, but if you know Jolly Phonics,
Oh, Jolly Phonics, yeah.
yeah, that's like a really good resource for teaching kids. And with kids, you kind of just, when you pronounce it,
Explain the rhyming also.
give me a second. Okay, I have something here. So, rhyming. Do you know what rhyming is?
I'm sorry, say again.
Rhyming.
Maybe you can write it on the chat. I cannot get it.
I got it. So, rhyming.
Oh, rhyming. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So that's like, you would use like rhymes and sing rhymes to like kids to kind of help them learn phonics. Like like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, something like that. Jack and Jill went up the hill to catch a pail of water, and then like that, those type of like rhymes, like you can like, they're really like old school rhymes that you tend to teach kids, and then as they continuously pronounce it, they will get it.
Okay. And all these resources, we can get it in Jolly Phonics. Is it on YouTube or is it a website?
Website.
Oh, can you write it down, the website name? I'm afraid I wrote it not correctly.
Yep, I'll write it on the chat.
Okay.
So, Phonics. Another one is Starfall. It's an interactive website, and you can click on like sounds and stuff, which is really useful.
Okay. Jadi menurut Miss Sidra, ada website-website yang sangat bagus sekali kalau mau mengajarkan anak-anak, terutama di usia-usia muda. Maksud saya untuk anak-anak kecil. Ada Jolly Phonics dan Starfall. Kedua website ini sangat direkomendasikan. Di sini websitenya mengajarkan anak-anak belajar fonik dari lagu-lagu yang sifatnya seperti puisi gitu, yang rhyme, memiliki kata-kata yang akhirannya tuh mirip-mirip, jadi mudah dan anak-anak insya Allah suka. Okay, for next activity, you want to Do you want to continue your slide or you want to be interactive again?
I've done all the slides. So this is with E, O, and then an sound again. So if anyone has any questions or anything that's confusing, you can ask.
Okay.
Another thing that to pinpoint about short vowels is you have to make sure it's short. Like you cannot elongate the sound, or then it becomes a different word. If that makes sense.
Okay. Miss Sidra di sini mengingatkan lagi bahwa short vowels itu seperti namanya short, maka ini adalah huruf-huruf yang soundnya pendek-pendek. Oke, selanjutnya kalau ada yang mau mencoba lagi silahkan, atau ada yang punya pertanyaan boleh open mic. Mungkin Ibu Ida mau coba, atau Ibu Hana mau coba, atau Ibu Nuning nih, kayaknya Ibu Nuning siap nih. Bu Nuning mau coba, Bu Nuning?
Can I ask something?
Sure, go ahead.
Sorry, I will off my camera. Maybe because we are from when we learn English, we learn English with the grammar, not with the vowel. So maybe it is a little bit difficult for us to understand. So I want to know. I want to ask you, because you are born in Australia, so maybe you are you are speaking English from since you were born. I think it is difficult for us to maybe to be fluent in English without saying this phonics here. Maybe can you give us some advice here? What should we do with this old kind of learning English? The result is not very good. So maybe you can give us some advice. How can we improve our English better, than now?
I think with learning any language, repetition is really helpful. So constantly using it, and also so like your language, like Indonesian, right? Also pinpoint what's different, because I know hearing like my mom speak, there are a lot of sounds that we pronounce differently. I don't have the examples on the top of my head, but like kind of see, oh, this is how English pronounce it, this is how I pronounce it. See what's different and then try to change that. So like for instance, you when I hear you speak, you say English, but it's English. So SH is a sh sound. So something like that. Like, oh, I told you that. Also, next time I know it's not, it's a sh sound. And also like watching, if you like watching shows or listening to songs and things like that. So you're kind of constantly having it. It helps. So like I learned Spanish once, and I had to immerse myself in like shows to know that I'm pronouncing it right, that this is how they pronounce it, but I'm pronouncing it this way. And kind of you have to kind of put in the effort a little if you want to pronounce it properly, if that like helps. I guess like repetition, just making sure you know the two different sounds. Like in Indonesian, it's this, but in English, it's this. To No.
Okay.
Okay, try to repeat from the the people with the mother tongues, with English mother tongues, like that. But can you understand my English?
I can.
How did he hear English?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dra.
Okay. Anyone to join the interactive again? Anyone want to open mic? Ibu Eti, silahkan. Go ahead. Ibu Eti mau coba?
Kurang bisa, Bu. Nggak pede.
Coba yang gampang-gampang dulu deh. Hug misalnya atau apple gitu.
Apple gitu ya.
Apple deh.
Apa? Maaf tadi terkeluarkan yang apa? Udah itu apple gitu. Itu bener nggak?
Oh, oke, coba saya tanya ya. Misi
Hei,
dua,
makasih.
Misi dua, Bu Eti here want to try to say apple, but I don't think she want to pronounce. I mean, she doesn't know how to spell it. Maybe you can help her out.
So apple is, if just spelling, it's APPLE. I'll write it down on the post-it note. Oh, it's flipped around, but apple. The E is silent. You don't read the sound of the E at the end. So there are a lot of words in English. The thing about English is it's not always, you don't pronounce it the way it looks. That's why you learn phonics. That when you learn you know that sometimes there'll be an E at the end, but you don't pronounce the E. It's called silent E. So it's but you spell it APPLE.
Ibu Eti, mungkin bisa sekali lagi bilang apple-nya gimana?
Apple.
Is that correct?
Apple.
Pakai itu biasa ya, kayak apel apa ipel.
Yeah, in Indonesia we pronounce it apple. So it is wrong.
Apel. Kalau Indonesia apel biasa gitu ya.
So, Miss Sidra, is it apple or is it apple?
Apple.
Apple.
Tetap apel. Biasa kan kalau bahasa Inggris yang ini suka nyebutnya apple gitu.
Iya benar. Ternyata menurut Ibu Miss Sidra pengucapannya apple.
Tetap apel ya, seperti bahasa Indonesia ya.
Coba kita tanya sekali lagi ya. Miss Sidra, which one is correct? Is it apple or apple? It's kind of controversial here.
Apple.
Apple?
Not like 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 apple.
Apple.
Tetap apel ya. Apel.
Okay, we have a question from Miss Fatima here. She asking. Oh, okay. This is a good question. She asking.
Terima kasih, Miss.
Oh ya, Ibu Eti. Ibu Eti ada pertanyaan lagi? Maaf kepotong.
Nyimak dulu aja.
Oke.
Belum terlalu ini. Makasih. Ini yang mau diituin anaknya belum datang-datang.
Oke.
Makasih, Bu.
Ya, nanti kalau mau tanya boleh tanya lagi, nggak apa-apa.
Ya, terima kasih.
Okay, there is question in the chat over here. Miss Fatima asking how to differ between here and here. The first one is H-E-R-E. The second one is H-E-A-R.
With the context.
It's that's only the you have to know the definition, what it means. So here is like a place, so here, but here is like listening with your ear,
You pronounce it the
but
same.
you pronounce it the same way.
Okay.
Only depends on the sentence and what you were talking about.
Oke. So, ini sangat menarik sekali. Ternyata ada kata-kata dalam bahasa Inggris yang pengucapannya itu sama. Yang dituliskan oleh Bu Fatimah itu ternyata ketika diucapkan tuh sama, here dan here. Yang membedakan hanya ketika digunakan dalam kalimat. Here itu menunjukkan kata tempat, sementara here adalah dua-duanya sama, here. The second question from Miss Fatima is between leave and leaf. The first one is L-E-A-V-E. The second one is L-E-A-F. Is that also the same pronunciation?
No. Wait, let me a second. Just in the first one, that here and here, in English, I'm gonna write it in the chat, but it's called a homophone. So in English, there are a lot of words that are spelled differently but sound the same. So I'll just write that. In terms of leave and leaf, it's two different. So you have the sound, which is where your teeth touch your lips. So the. So leave and then leaf. It's a f sound and then a v sound. So leave is like you're going somewhere. Leaf, f. Your teeth kind of go behind your lips a bit, but this one, it kind of comes on the front part. If you can see the difference how my mouth moves. So leave, leaf. Leaf is like from a tree. They're two completely different sounds. Like you pronounce them completely differently because of the last letter. So you have like leave and leaf. So it's a v sound, like more aggressive, so v. But this is like a soft sound, so like leaf.
Okay, let me try to translate it first. Jadi antara leave dan leaf itu berbeda sekali. Leave yang pertama adalah artinya pergi atau meninggalkan, dan pengucapannya di akhir v. Pengucapannya lebih kasar dan lebih keras. Sementara yang kedua adalah leaf, yang artinya adalah daun. Pengucapannya lebih halus dan bibirnya itu menutup leaf. Leaf, gigi menemui bibir, seperti itu. Mungkin Bu Fatima bisa open mic, jadi bisa lebih jelas perbedaannya.
Okay. Leave and leave.
Yeah, leave
Leave
and leave.
and leave.
With leaf,
Leave.
there's air. Leaf, air coming out. Whereas leave, no air.
Okay. Leave and
leaf.
leave. Is it right? Leave.
Yeah.
Leave. Okay. Leave.
Leaf.
Leave.
Leaf.
Leave.
It sounds funny that I'm like saying that there's air, but when you're like learning, make sure that like even just put like your mouth in front, like leaf.
Leave. Leave. Leave.
Leaf.
Leave.
And then leave is like that comes out. That's right.
Okay. Okay, I know. Leave and leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oke, selanjutnya ada yang mau coba lagi? Ini kalau nggak dicoba sayang banget nih. Teachernya langsung dari Australia dan aksennya pun keren banget nih, aksennya aksen British. Jadi go ahead yang mau coba open mic dan langsung tes.
Assalamualaikum Kak Gaya.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah. Ayo Bu
Iya.
Nuning, silahkan dicoba.
Oke, thank you Miss Sidra. Saya jadi belajar sama Miss Sidra ini mungkin karena saya sekarang sedang belajar tahsin juga. Jadi sejak tadi saya wah ini seperti kalau kita kalau tahsin ini ada makhorijul huruf ya. Mungkin Miss Sidra juga kenal ya tentang pengucapan dalam huruf-huruf Arab gitu ya. Kemudian saya ingat juga ketika saya mengajarkan anak-anak dalam bahasa Indonesia mengeja gitu ya, bukan A B C D tapi A, E, C, D gitu ya. Itu kalau zaman dulu seperti itu. Mungkin fonik ini juga mengarahnya seperti itu, jadi pengucapan yang betul gitu ya. Atau nah kalau sekarang saya mau mencoba yang mana nih Kak Gaya?
Mungkin kita bisa coba vowel O, tadi belum ada yang coba. Vowel I juga belum. Miss Sidra, Ibu Nuning here, she want to try. Can you show us the example again? Example of the vowel sound.
This one? Or a different?
Yeah, please different one. Oke. Ibu Nuning mungkin bisa coba yang ini, yang short E, short A.
Dari yang paling atas?
Boleh.
Yang paling atas ya?
Oke.
Bend. Up. E. N. Gimana?
Ben, the first one?
Yes.
Ben. Yes.
It's not N, it's a sound. Not in the tip of your tongue, it goes behind your teeth.
Oke, di depan ya.
Yeah.
Oke. Yang B udah betul belum? Up, apa? Mana? Ben, up.
She asking, she trying to spell the B. She spell the B, but she asking is it correct or not?
B.
Okay.
B. Yeah.
B, I, E.
Ben.
B, E, E.
I feel like it goes like back, like
E.
E.
B, E, N. Ben. Oke. Yang mana lagi ya Kak Gaya?
Boleh pilih yang mana aja. Mau coba men? M-I-N.
Men. Ya.
Iya.
E,
Not A,
but
E. Yeah, so men.
Men.
Yeah.
Oke, Bu Nuning mau lanjut lagi?
Satu lagi.
Boleh.
Yang ada G-nya ya.
Yang ada G-nya bag atau get?
Get ya.
Get, oke.
Get. H, A, at,
Which one?
Get.
get,
G-E-T.
G,
G.
T, H, A, at.
So this one, right? Let me write it down. This one?
Yes, that one.
Yes.
It's G.
Ke.
G.
Oh, bukan
G.
H ya?
Not that one.
No, H. Okay. Ke, A, at.
G, E, T.
Oh, T, T. K, E, T.
No. Okay, like G. You use like your throat.
Half dalam bahasa dalam huruf Arab half. Ke, E, T. Like that?
G, E,
Ke,
G, yeah.
T.
T. Get.
Oke, thank you Miss Sidra. Makasih Kak Gaya.
Sama-sama Bu Nuning. Wah, asik nih kalau udah interaksi gini. Go ahead, siapa lagi yang mau coba atau ada pertanyaan lagi? Silahkan. Bu Esti kayaknya mau ini nih, mau coba nih. Bu Esti mau open mic.
Yeah. Okay, I will try it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Which one? This one, yeah. The short E sounds is what you hear in words like gem or him, like that. So we have to speak, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta say it and spell it.
Okay, for the number band, bed, like something like that.
Yes, you can choose any.
Okay, just trying. Okay. Bend, bed, back, bed, then, fit.
It's
Fit.
fed. We actually
Okay.
try to learn the phonic sound, so we learn how to spell it. For example, fed, you will say f, d.
Oh, something like that. Fat, like that. Okay. It is very difficult. What's how to
Gem.
spell it? Gem, like that. Gem,
J,
get, J,
J, E, N. Gem.
Gem. Okay, gem. And then get, yell, hen, ham, jet, cake. I don't know how to. Cake, yeah. Cake, let, men, met, net, pen, peck, yeah. Peck, yeah. Pet, rat, set, ten, tet, fat, yet, wet. How to make difference between wet and wet? Wet.
So D and T. T, you use your tongue. D, you don't use your tongue. So it's a D T sound. So wed, wet.
Oh, wet.
Wed, wet.
Using the
And
up tongue like that, yeah.
wed, yeah. So wet, your tongue goes up to the roof of the mouth, whereas
Yes.
wet tongue, you don't really stick it out. But like if you when you're learning, like make sure your tongue is touching your teeth.
Okay, wet. That's why wet. And then wet upper tongue. Okay. Okay. I'm done. I'm done.
Also, the J, not J. G sound is two in English. So it's G and then J. So depending on the word, depending on the sound also.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. I'm done. Maybe for the next.
Why, Toh? You're really
Okay. Thank you
okay. You're
for giving me
welcome.
the chance.
I think she's on mute. There's no sound. Yeah, I can hear you. Ah.
Okay, one more. One more, I will try it. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the change. Bend, bed, back, bed, then fat, fat, jam, jam, jet, gel, ham, jet, cake, let, leg, let, man, met, net, pen, peck, pet, red, set, ten, tet, fat, yes, wet, wet. That way. That's that's all.
Your English is really good, actually.
So thank you. You're welcome, Miss. Thank you.
This is the only one. Oh my, can you be quiet? Sorry. This is the one I've been asked to do, but if you like it, I don't mind doing another one on another topic because this is my first time, so I don't know if I'm good and good, like if it's actually good. So, um,
That's too good. I thought too good. Okay. This one.
yeah, I'm now studying in university here in Australia. My education or my ethnic or my what background? My educational background or like my ethnic background, like which background? Yeah, university studying a bachelor's degree of speech.
Speech.
Sorry? Yeah, yeah. Like hearing. Macquarie University in Sydney. Sydney, it's good. Like how to describe it? It's Australia. My mom is Indonesian. My dad is Iraqi. Jeddah. Like once we went for Umrah. I think we stopped there. No, I went to British school. Never. Oh, oh, no. Never lived there, no. My background, my life. Oh, I mean, it's quite long. Mhm.
Did you join with this WhatsApp group? Did you join with this WhatsApp group? Miss Sidra join with our WhatsApp group too?
My
Yes, if you want, you can add me.
Oh, if you want, you can add me. I think at the moment it's my mom.
Oh, your mom joined with that group.
Oh, my mom's not in the group either. The Telegram one, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, yang Tinya Miss Sidra ada di grup. Oh, like that. Okay, you will with your grandmother, right?
Yeah, my grandma, the one that set this up.
Okay, very nice. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all from me.
Oh, do you want me to share my number? Yeah, that's fine. It's an Australian number. So, so 410-516-955. So that's my number, and like you can just write my name as Sidra.
That's too cool. Can know you. I'm Esti from Bekasi, Memrogaya and Miss Sidra. So maybe if you want to come to Bekasi, you can contact me.
Okay, never mind. Okay, if I go to Indonesia, I will. A lot of times. We would usually, before COVID, every like 3 years or so, we would go. That I'm not sure because I have a full-time job. So that I'm not too sure.
May I know your Yangti name maybe because I know, but sometimes I can not to understand with some with who speak with me. So maybe Miss Sidra could you give us information about your Yangti name maybe? Or Ma'am Nuning maybe could you give me the information about the Miss Sidra grandmother maybe?
Mama, Yangti's name.
Yangti Miss grandmother.
I don't know Yangti's name.
Oh yeah, you don't know for the Yangti. Yangti it is how we call
Yangti.
yeah. Yangti like that it is like grandmother. So in Indonesia we usually call the grandmother it is Yangti.
Yeah. Her name is Sri Rahayu.
Oh.
Is that it? Okay. I only know Yangti by Yangti. I only call her Yangti. I don't only know
Oh,
her
you call
name.
her Yangti too, right?
Yeah, I call Yangti and then Yangkun.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sidra.
Yeah, that's all right.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Rogaya and then Miss Sidra. Please send my hug to Yangti Sri Rahayu. Thank you so much.
You.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Sidra.
Please. Thank you so much for nice meeting today.
See
Thank you.
You. Oh, nggak delay itu.